The only reason to be here? This girl holds a fucking grudge. Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. I have to continue and like to say that you guys have been really great with this series. I appreciate you guys liking these videos and liking how much I talk and engagement and stuff, because this is a very hard series not to pause and talk as much as I do, because there's just so much going on at all times. So you guys actually liking that, it means a lot. I mean, anyone that's been on this channel for a while knows that's usually my style. If there's something that's worth talking about, especially series like this where they make you question things and stuff, I tend to talk probably more than others. So I appreciate it, seriously. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Check out the Patreon if you want to see the full reactions or the exclusive shows I do on there, and let's go ahead and start. Every failure is a step to success. I mean, that is the positive way to look at when you fail at something. As long as you learn from it, obviously. That's what he said. Well, we know she has another side to her, but there must be more to that then. That's possible. You gotta figure that out, which is why he's making it a priority. Yeah, well, if you know him now, you might think there's something up when he's asking you that.
私が堀北さんにあまり好かれてないことは知ってるでしょ？この作戦は堀北の発案だからな。そうなんだ。意外だね。
I wonder what their complete past is. There's probably something big that happened between the two.
いきなり厳しい言葉だね。でもこれだけは聞かせて。船の上の試験で龍炎君に優待者の情報を漏らしたのはあなたなの？
I think she maybe didn't expect to be asked that.
どうして疑われたのかわからないけど、私はみんなと一緒に A クラスを目指したい。信じてくれないかな?
You didn't answer the question. That's suspicious. You didn't even say a yes or no.
楽しみだね。
Is she more implying like, hey, maybe I'm possibly doing this for a reason or something by not answering that? Or that was a way to kind of deflect and not give a complete answer? I'm surprised they didn't press there, but maybe there's no reason to, or maybe they're just going to take some time to do that. But now I'm really wondering if there's a secondary reason why she would do that. Well, you know, he's trying to freaking hype you guys up. While also being positive. Oh, it's that girl again.
A クラスの中心人物の一人だね。今回は赤組の仲間だから頼もしいよ。
And there does seem to be conflict between two groups in Class A, which I would think, when I think about it, like AYANOKOJI, as we've seen him use any possible way of getting what he wants at his disposal. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I would think if there's a way to, like, I don't know, mess up Class A, I would think he would dig into something like that. That would be my first thought. Like, if you know something's going on between inside a class or whatever, and you're trying to get, to a higher class, I would think he would go directly and pounce on that.
あいつの活躍で士気も上がってます。
なるほど。想定通りですね。
So maybe she did her homework.
この勢いで全勝だぜ。俺に続け。
She looks a little mischievous, for sure. But being in Class A, she's got to be intelligent.
須藤やお前のおかげでな。陸上部のエース級相手に大したもんだな。さすがだな、生徒会長は。
兄さんは
Her
完璧
brother.
だから何をやらせても一番だもの。
Yeah, that can be a little discouraging for a sibling,
大事な
but
本番にも不参加だ。どういうことだ。
君が熱を上げているクールガールさ。真面目に参加するように頼まれたのだよ。
堀北が。
ともあれ実に残念だが、私は気分が優れないので、ね。
of course you are.
もうすぐ次の競技だよ。リーダーの君が不在じゃ式に。
Dude is on his own program.
あったよ。くそが。おい、お前らもサボってたら承知しねえぞ。
なんか嫌な感じだね。
拙者も血とトイレに。
Oh, you have offense and defense.
よーし、殺されたいやつからかかってこいや。
須藤止めろ。
I guess if you were, yeah, you would focus on the best person in the class, of course. Oh, what the hell? Oh, yeah, that guy is so much bigger than everybody else.
クラスのやつら。この野郎。
We can't take, oh my god, we can't take out of account like other classes making deals before this as well. That seems to be a normal thing at this point for any test or anything that happens. So as we're seeing here, maybe they made a deal to make sure Class D gets screwed on this.
大丈夫か。
あの野郎、殴り倒してやる。
それはダメだよ。また騒ぎになる。
あっちの暴力はいいのかよ。
競技中の事故とみなされるだろうな。
Yeah.
龍炎が一枚上手だ。
He's obviously smarter than, like, to be able to do everything he's done.
うん。
That's another guy that's probably naturally intelligent.
不甲斐ないせいだ。
For you and I
死ぬ気でや
mean.
ってんのか。
ちょっとあれ事故じゃない？
堀北。
She got hurt?
俺、救急箱取ってくるわ。
僕は先生に報告するよ。
Was there an intentional thing that happened there? Was it off screen?
痛むか。
競技に支障が出るほどじゃないわ。少し休
I
めば。
doubt it. I feel like it will. Yep.
勝手に触るな。
これで影響が出ない高円寺に声をかけたんだってな。
結局無意味だったけれど、私が櫛田さんのように周りから好かれる人間だったなら違ったかしら。
櫛田のようになんてセリフがお前から出ると。
I don't know if you necessarily want to be more like her.
彼女を嫌っていたわけじゃないもの。今のは聞かなかったことにして。
I think there's a story there we need to learn. And she's still, I feel like it's a bad idea for her to still compete like that. Yeah.
そうか、龍炎の指示だな。
ケン、そろそろ出番だぞ。
ああ。怪我大丈夫か、堀北。
心配ないわ。何か用事？
ああ、いや、任せとけ。お前の分まで俺が暴れてきてやるからよ。
期待させてもらうわ。
She's, of course, going to be sad and depressed about not being able to do stuff herself. She's so used to doing, like, she's so used to doing stuff herself. And, like, I mean, her being taken out like that and not being able to, like, she's already feeling a certain way. Like, which is why I was having those thoughts last episode where when they're talking about the traitor and stuff. Now, does it match her personality? No. But it's feeling like there's so many things that have happened with her. I feel like she's vulnerable at this point, and just like it worries me especially it worried me a little bit. I'm feeling more like, I don't know, kind of waiting for like I don't know, something to just kind of make everything fall down and things to go crazy.
序盤こそ須藤は A クラスと連携して有利に進めるが
And this is the issue.
結果翻弄され敗北に終わる
When you have one really good person or whatever, they can easily do that too.
完全に失われたか
ねえ清高やばいんじゃないの
何がってなんで下の名前なんだ
平田くんのこと陽介くんって呼ぶようになったしあんたも一応ね
He didn't seem very happy about
それよ
that.
り堀北さんボロボロじゃない
完全に狙い撃ちされてるからなクラスの参加者のリストが筒抜けになってる
Oh,
ああ
could it be the same
裏切り者
person?
によって
Yeah.
あの龍炎にな
Why would she be working with him?
奴は2つのことを実行してる須藤のような主力にはあえて弱い相手を当てそれ以外にはギリギリ勝てる相手をぶつけてトータルで勝ちを拾うこと
That is actually a pretty good strategy.
堀北を徹底的に潰すこと
And that's
D クラス
personal
今
for sure.
多分最下位よね勝つ方法は残ってるわけ
勝つ最初から勝つつもりはない
Uh-huh. So what
今回
is...
最も大切なのは何もしないことだこの体育祭やられるだけやられればいい
What?
そうすることが後の力になる
Okay, I didn't know if he was gonna go further on that. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what would be the point of losing. I'm trying to think like I've been finding myself trying to think like AYANOKOJI like for a little while now, and in this case, like losing that would empower you later. I'm trying to think of the benefits. Like if you lost the entire round or whatever, or thing, you're gonna lose a lot of points. There's gonna I feel like that's all downsides. Upsides, maybe change in power, maybe if the goal is for people to rally around change the power for females so he has more control over the class, and just get a loss like that where then they can change the focus and he can have more control over the class, and in the whole that could be part of it. But man, I hate that I don't really have much else there, but I think we're gonna just need to watch more. I feel like I need a little bit more information. That seems to be the go-to. Like the go-to thing to do.
おい平田、体育祭じゃ俺がリーダーだろ。従えよ。
そうだね。でも周りを見てほしい。今の君をリーダーと認める人が
Yeah, and both people that were kind of being used as leaders are getting looked bad right now. Like their reputation is going down from this type of loss.
お前は自分が活躍したい。自分の凄さを見せつけたいってだけじゃないのか。
It's like AYANOKOJI's trying to flip leadership here.
僕たちは須藤君を頼りにしている。君ならできるはずだよ。だから。
Oh no. God damn. Just tripped into a fist.
とてもそうは見えないが、被害者がそう言うなら、ひとまず不問としよう。
That's not somebody you want to really lead in the first place, though. With that, I mean, without being able to be reined in.
まさか須藤君を連れ戻せなんて言わないでしょうね。
分かってるなら聞くな。午後の部までにあいつが戻らなきゃ惨敗は確定だ。
私に連れ戻せるわけないでしょ。そもそも今の私は
Well,
他人を気遣って
from the way he interacted with her
いつ
earlier.
まで役立たずでいるつもりだ。
Jesus! Jesus! I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but just to say that, like, Pseudo seems to have, like, I would think he would listen to her. So, like, if over anybody else in this case, just from the interaction we had there. So I understand why he's telling her that, but goddamn, okay.
どういう意味？
言葉通り役立たずのお前にそう言ったまでだ。
Jesus Christ!
不愉快ね。私はそこら辺のくだらない人たちより役に立ってる。でも不運な事故はどうしようも。
不運か。
Accidents?
その怪我も今の D クラスの窮地もお前には偶然に見えるのか。お前は武器を手に入れるチャンスを放棄しようとしている。
武器？
Acquire a weapon.
これから先一人で戦うには限界があるってことだ。現に今お前は一人じゃ何もできない。
Well, that's been the whole thing. Her not being able to do
お前も
things
また
with other
自分だ
people.
けの武器が必要だ。須藤健って男は必要な戦力になる。
So he's saying use
俺
him.
がお前を使うよう
Yup!
に。
I knew it immediately.
お
Yeah.
前は何をすべきだ。怪我が治るのを祈ることか。違うだろ。
私は。
あとは自分で考えるんだな。
ねえ、裏切り者って誰なわけ？そろそろ教えてほしいんだけど。
悪いが教えられない。
はあ？なんでよ。
Okay, so he's not told that
でも
information
裏切り
to
者がい
somebody
ると
that
分か
he's
ってて、
like
なぜ
obviously
スズメ
using
の参
there.
加票を
Yeah.
提出したんだい？
さあな。俺に指示を出した堀北に聞いてくれ。
で、その堀北さんは今どこで何してるわけ？
あいつはあいつにしかできないことをやっている。
Rein in pseudo.
いたいた、堀北さん。
何かしら。私に用。
さっき堀北さんとぶつかった木下さんがすごい大怪我だったの。それで堀北さんを保健室に呼んできてほしい。
They're gonna blame it on her or something? Oh shit. Yeah, she really definitely.
あなたが。
Okay. Yeah, now I'm wondering why like Kushida is doing this, but this is very obvious she's the traitor. I mean, but like what is her relationship with Ryuin here? And like why would she do that in the first place?
木下から話を聞いてたところさ。まさかあの事故が意図的だった。
Yeah, come on.
どういう意味かしら。
木下はお前にわざと転ばされたって言ってるさ。
わざとですって。冗談はよして。
堀北さん、倒れた私に言ったの。絶対に勝たせないって。
嘘よ。私はそんなこと言ってないわ。
おいおい。これ
Huh.
が偶然できた傷か？
What?
よくもまあこんなひでえことができたもんだな。
Or somebody else did it, or they
恥ずかしい
put some makeup on there or something?
自分の悪行を棚に上げて俺のせいとは悪い女だな。学校側に訴えると言っているぞ。
そんな。
冤罪だと言いたいなら出るとこ出ようじゃないか。
それは
That
兄さんの手を煩わせるわけには。
ねえ、リュウエン君、私
I
には
mean, they've done that
堀
once
北さんがわざ
before.
と怪我させるような人には思えないの。
櫛田さん。
なんとか事態を大きくせずに解決することはできないかな。
出方次第じゃ。
This feels calculated. Even I think Kushida's even helping set this up. Yup.
鈴音。
I think yes.
訴えは取り下げてやる。
And then Kushida maybe will get some points out of it. And she doesn't want to inconvenience her brother and like
待って。
yeah, he's using like her weakness against her
100
here.
万ポイント払えば。
How are you gonna get 1,000,000
してくれ
points?
るのね。
ああ。だが残念だったな。100万ってのはさっきまでの話だ。
What the fuck?
お前は一度拒否した。そうだな。
2 million?
ポイントに加えて。
Or oh my god, I already know.
土下座しろ。
あなたどこまで。
まあ、今すぐ結論ってのは勘弁して。
Man.
体育祭の後、聞かせてもらおうか。
I honestly feel really I think there's some characters in here and it makes this different with your main character being kind of the villain, kind of like it's not really like can you root for him? You can root for people getting to class A and stuff. You can like see him as a fucking crazy ass character, but I find myself feeling bad or rooting for characters like her. Like, that seems to be easy, like, in some ways, like, her, not just AYANOKOJI, like, Ryuen, everybody using her weaknesses and her obvious flaws against her in all these cases, and we just see her keep getting, I don't know, out of everybody, I felt the most bad for her, I think, overall. I'd love to know your guys' opinions about that, though.
今回の体育祭 D クラスが置かれている状況は理解しているつもりです。自分の無力さを痛感しています。でも安心してください。兄さんにはご迷惑はおかけしませんから。
Which is gonna make her make the wrong decision.
兄さんは私に同情したりしない。でも足を止めてくれた。今はそれだけで十分。
I hope we eventually learn the history about that too.
でやれることがまだ一つだけ残っている。
Yeah, I have a bad feeling she's gonna go the route of, oh god, unless she has some type of, but we know she'll get past things, and we've seen her do the right thing a few times, but also, I don't know, she also said she's not gonna make trouble or whatever for her brother, so it just makes me think, what if she does try to do the 1,000,000 points and the freaking, I don't know. And then obviously AYANOKOJI had planned this on purpose. I'm still unsure, but I go with my original theory there, but also I feel like there could be more information that changes that a little bit. Adversity is the first path to truth. Yeah, another good quote I agree with. Like, sometimes having issues and things that are in your way to get to where you want, or where you need to get, can help. Or help you get there faster.
あなたが抜けてしまったら D クラスに勝ち目はなくなるわ。
現にやばいんじゃねえの。
ええ。
俺が引っ張ってやってたのによ。
須藤君、体育祭に対しては真剣に取り組んでいたものね。けれど反省すべき点も多いわ。
今は勘弁してくんねえかな、堀北。すっげえムカついてんだわ。
いつまでも子供のままね。それは社会では許されないことじゃないかしら。
Yeah, right.
運動ができりゃ、それだけで体育祭は楽勝だと。
Which is why he was so motivated.
でも団体戦じゃ足を引っ張るやつがいるとどうにもなんねえよ。
あなたが得意分野で負けず嫌いなことは。
Yeah, and I can see they have some similarities there, being like in some ways feeling like they kind of do things themselves. Like in his case, like when it comes to something that's athletic, something that, you know, it's all on him. He was doing most of this stuff very individually. She can relate. So that's another kind of case of why she would be the right person to talk to him.
注目を浴びて尊敬っつうの、そんなものを集めてみたかったのかもな。今まで俺をバカにしてた連中を見返したかったし、俺はクズの両親から生まれたクズだ。ああはなるまいと思ってきたのに、だんだん自分が親に似てきてやがる。
Yeah, that
そ
happens.
の考え方は間違いよ。
You gotta change yourself.
どれだけ苦労しないか。
So she doesn't even see herself as a genius,
何者になるかは自分次第よ。
which I would beg to differ.
スポーツの分野であなたは秀でた才能を持っている。今のあなたは最低よ。現実から逃げ出そうとしている。このまま逃避行を続けるのなら、私はあなたに本当にクズの烙印を押すわ。
俺はもうどうでもよくなったんだよ。
まもなく昼休憩終了です。生徒の皆さんはグラウンドに集合してください。
戻れよ、堀北。
あなたを連れて帰るまで
Yeah,
は戻れない。
she's definitely not leaving without him. Or, well,
勝手にしろ。
he doesn't make that, like that play, like telling her, you know, pretty much pointing her in the direction of going after him and putting that idea there, like without reasoning, right? So obviously, like, he knows that, how it's going to turn out.
それにしても信じられないな。堀北さんが須藤君を探しに行ったなんて。
櫛田、
ちょっと待って、すぐ結び終わるから。
お前だよな。 D クラスの参加票を C クラスにリークした裏切り者は。
やだな、綾小路くん。いきなりどうしたの？冗談にしてもひどいよ。
You should know him by
参加
now.
票を
Like, he's
お
not
前が
kidding.
携帯で撮影するところを見た。
忘れないために記録しただけだよ。
撮影は禁止だった。
あははは。
ごめん、忘れちゃってた。もしかしてそれで私を疑ってたり？
悪いが確信してる。
仮にクラスの情報を漏らした犯人が私だったとして、携帯の撮影が決め手なら参加票が漏れることは分かってたんだよね。
Look how she spins this.
じゃあ
Yep.
どうして後で参加票を変えなかったの？
無意味だ。裏切り者が D クラスの生徒ならどうにでもなる。
Yep.
というと？
D クラスの生徒なら書き換えた参加票をいつでも確認閲覧できるはずだ。
本当
It
の
wasn't
参加
just
票
that
を隠
moment.
しといてさ、ギリギリに提出していれば後からそれを見た人が何かしようとしても間に合わないんじゃない？ああ、でもそんなことしたら後で他の人たちが混乱しちゃうか。ダメだね。でも私は犯人じゃな
茶柱先生に確認してみるか。
Yeah.
参加票を提出した後でわざわざリストを見に来た生徒がいなかったかどうか。
そうだよ。私が参加
Yeah, just saying it like that.
認めたか。
でも綾小路くんはこのこと誰にも話せないでしょ？覚えてる？指紋付きの制服。
Oh boy, yeah, that her blackmail there. Yeah.
確かに俺にはお前が犯人だと突き出すことはできない。単なる確認だ。戦場での試験、あれもお前が龍炎を通じて自分が優待者だと明かした結果だよな。
Yep.
そして見返りを龍炎に求めた。対応しようとしていたことと同じなんだろ
なるほど。本当に綾小路くんは分かっ
He
ちゃった
really
んだね。
does.
私が堀北鈴音を退学させただけ。
Yeah. Okay, so she really is doing everything. Holy shit. I was trying to think right there, but I had a feeling they were just going to say that right afterwards. Yeah. Like, she really, really wants it out for Horikita here. Like, and I mean, there's obviously more backstory maybe we'll get, but like, it's so bad she's willing, like, it's the one thing she's willing to. Now, my thought of this is, knowing how AYANOKOJI thinks and is, and how he already knew, like, there's no way he was trying to get, information, but the big thing was he wanted to, he said, by losing, they're going to be able to, for lack of a word, get stronger or whatever, or get better. So I have a couple thoughts on that, but I'm wondering if it's going to have to do with this interaction here.
私は堀北さんを退学させる。これは何を言われても変わらない
But
から。
why?
そのためなら
Like, it has to be, what did she do to you?
そうだね。私は A クラスに上がれなくてもいいの。
That's not her goal at all.
退学させられればそれで満足なんだよ。
The only reason to be here?
だけど
This girl holds a
勘違いしない
fucking
でね。
grudge.
堀北さんがいなくなったら、その時クラスのみんなと一丸となって A クラスを目指していくから。それは約束するよ。あ、でも一つだけ考えが変わったことが。
Now, her saying that, if AYANOKOJI thinks she's right and he thinks it's easier to get to Class A by making this type of decision, he is the type of person that would do this, regardless of Horikita's feelings or what happens to her. I know that he would, if he knew long term, and this is all 100%, and he, like, I don't know about trusts her, but sees this more of an advantage, he would easily fucking make that go. So, which has been in the back of my mind. I'm wondering if it's going to sway that way. I said I feel bad for her because I feel like something, like she's going to get fucked or something bad's going to happen.
それはね、綾小路くんも私
What
が
the
退学させた
fuck?
人リストにたった今入ったってこと。みんなで A クラスを目指すのはあなたたち二人を排除
Okay, nope, never mind. He's never going to make that decision now. That made it easy.
部屋に戻るんだよ。
須藤君、私はこの1時間考えたの。自分はどんな人間で、あなたはどんな人間なのか。そして思った。私とあなたは似ていると。
Yep.
似てねえよ。お
In
前から
some,
じゃ。
in some ways.
のことは知っているわね。
あのすかしたやつか。
あの人は私の兄なの。私たちは仲のいい兄弟とは程遠い関係にある。その原因は私の能力不足のせい。優秀な兄さんは無能な私と関わり合うことを嫌っている。
お前は頭もいいし、スポーツだってできんだろ。
Like, if you don't know her and know everything, then it would seem like that.
兄さんに追いつくために私は周りに目もくれず走ってきた。いつも一人。それでいいと思っていたのよ。自分さえ優秀ならいずれ兄さんに答えてもらえると信じて。
Is there really anything you could do to make your brother like look? It feels like there wouldn't be anything.
私は打算的なことを考えていた。
Feels like it's
たくさん
useless.
の競技で活躍すれば兄さんの目に留まるんじゃないかと淡く期待した。クラスのためだとかそんなことは二の次。私やっと気づいたの。私は優秀なんかじゃないし、選んだ手段も間違っていた。一人では無理。仲間を持つことで初めて頂に近づくことができるかもしれない。私は絶対に諦めない。兄さんに認めてもらうために恥ずかし
See,
くない
that's
人
the
間に
part
な
I
るために努
don't
力する。
agree with. Like, I agree with everything, but still trying to show her brother.
私もあなたに全力で力を貸すことを約束するから。
So this is what AYANOKOJI was trying to push for.
さっきまで全然そうでもなかったはずなのによ。なんで今のお前の言葉はそんなに重いんだろうな。
もう一度言うわ、須藤健君。
But she means it.
私にあなたの力を貸して。
堀北。くそ、協力するぜ堀北。
Yup.
俺はバスケ以外で初めて自分の存在意義を認められた気がする。お前の気持ちに応えたい。
AYANOKOJI's mind, my thought is like, okay, she gets him to pretty much do whatever she wants and on her side. And he sees, you know, him as her, like, I don't know, she can use him, but then he can use her. And then he has more control over everybody by doing that. Because Pseudo, he obviously has no way of doing it. So he used her to be able to rein him in. That's the way I feel here.
それに D クラスが負けそうなことも俺の責任だ。
須藤君。
最終競技全力でやらせてもらう。
もちろん須藤君に任せるよ。
私はダイソーをお願いしてもいいかしら。この足では満足な結果が残せないから。
そうだね。櫛田さんお願いできるかな。
I
い悪いんだけどさ、俺も棄権させてもらえないか。昼前の200メートル走の時足首ひねってさ、休んだら治ると思ってたんだけどまだ痛むんだ。
となると男子からも一人。
Why does that sound a little suspicious to me? But the show does make me suspicious of everything, so that doesn't help. Maybe that's nothing. Okay.
お前たちのクラスを観察していたが、救いようのないクラスだと思っていた。だが今はそれが感じられない。
So he acknowledges something.
何があった？
Because he's
変わったんだとしたら、あんたの妹が変えたんだ。
No, it's
そうか。
he changed it.
俺個人がどんな人間なのか興味はあるか。
何？
Interesting.
あんたが望むならかけっこくらいは勝負してやってもいいんだけどな。
面白い。
I wonder if, like, he's close to the intelligence level of AYANOKOJI, because it does feel like it, but he feels like he's on a level of his own.
勝負の前にあんたに一つ言ってくる。
なんだ？
全力で走れよ。
All right, shit. Okay. This feels like a personal challenge, yeah. Oh, that dude got slaughtered. Holy shit. Yeah, see? Another level. And we never know. He might be matching with him.
だだっ広い世界を本気で走ったことなどなかった。
Holy shit. Oh shit.
ほら、もっと加速する。
Yeah, he's holding back just enough, but he also, it was like worth showing that because of him.
いやー、見事な結果でござった。クラス順は最下位でござるが、
まあな。
赤組勝利めでたい
Okay,
って
so
こと
they
で。
did
ポイントとしては
decent even though they got
全クラス
last,
がそれぞれ交代しているわけだから、痛み分けだね。
which is why I guess he didn't mind them getting last.
相手が遅かっただけだろ
へえ。
う。会長には結局勝てなかったしな。
それは仕方ないでしょ。
Really?
前走ってた人がこけたんだから。
結果は結果だ。
Yeah, because it must have looked good there.
火事場のバカ力
Like, or crazy. Yeah, see,
それじゃ
it exposed him a little bit, but maybe no one's gonna catch on to it.
全力で戦ってきたソルジャーにする仕打ちじゃないな。
今回は完敗だわ。この体育祭で一回り成長させてもらえた気がするの。培養糧になんて言葉を使う日が来
I
ると
do
は思わ
love
な
that
かった。
she's getting like massive character development compared to like everybody, really.
このクラスは強くなるわ。そして必ず上のクラスに行く。
背筋がゾッとするくらい似合わないな。
Okay, so is she doing the thing here?
よ
She's doing the thing.
逃げずによく来たな、スズネ。
So giving a million points.
ここで逃げ出したら私は救いようのない人間になるもの。出向きもするわ。
いい心がけだ。前よりもいい女になったか？
でもあなたとの話の前に、いい加減茶番は終わりにしない？
She already knows, yeah.
どういうことかな。
今回の体育祭、あなたが情報を漏らした。だから C クラスはうまくことを運べたのね。こうして龍炎くんと一緒にいるのもうまくことを運ぶため。いい加減向き合うべきなんじゃないかしら。
向き合うって何に？
最初はあなたのことがわからなかったの。
Oh.
思い出したわ。
She looked different
あなた
before?
のような人が私の中学にいたってことをね。
That okay, so she knows her. Oh fuck. Okay, so of course, like I thought maybe when we saw her real self, like I thought maybe she's been hiding way more than just high school. Like I thought maybe she's always put that on. But if they've had interaction, if she wants her expelled, I guess like maybe the main thing is because she knows her real self and she knows her probably skeletons and things in the past and stuff like that. So why she would be so focused on that. There could be more to it. Here we go.
私はいろいろ問題児だったもんね。
I think I like her the
話がつな
least.
がったならもうわかるよね。私がどうしたいと思っているのか。
あなたは私をこの学校から追い出したいと考えている。でもそれはあなたにとっても大きなリスクじゃないかしら。
そうだね。でも万一私のことを誰かに話したら、その時は徹底的に追い詰めてやる。
That sounds like she would do it literally.
お兄さんを巻き込んでね。私であるためには過去を知る人は全部いなくなってもらわないと困るんだよね。
See, that's so.
なんだなら俺もお前の
I didn't know there was a connection between him and her though. I like that, but her working with him like that, and then once Kushida was talking about like, oh, okay, well he's here, so you don't have to hide yourself. So they must have either known each other in middle school. Maybe they're related. Like maybe there's some like it feels like there could be something hidden here, some hidden detail, or it could just be as easy as they were in the same middle school or something. But this is so fucking good.
場合によってはそうかもね。
食えねえ女だ。
宣言するね、堀北さん。私はあなたを退学にする。そのためになら悪魔とも組む。
だとさ、まあせっかくだ。お前の妄想がどんなものか想像してやる。そうだな。俺は体育祭が始まる前、帰郷に D クラスの参加票をすべて入手させ手に入れた。
Oh yeah.
そしてそれに合わせて
I mean, that was kind of all in full display, though. It wasn't as hidden, I feel like, as other tests. On purpose. We know what he'll do to people in Class C. Like, he doesn't care. So he did that. Or that. Isn't this really bad? Could they do something here? Now they're gonna try to get that phone somehow, or I guess she could copy it. The file. He covered his back by saying that. Of course he has! He might be on the level a couple notches below AYANOKOJI in intelligence. Oh, no? That's a voice note. Oh. Did AYANOKOJI send that? I bet you anything he sent that. Yup. Or he told somebody else to send it, whatever the case is. Aha! AYANOKOJI, that motherfucker. That motherfucker. Now, there is some intelligent people in Class A. I feel like there could be more people in play, because me just saying AYANOKOJI every time seems to... I feel like this show is smarter than that, so there's definitely other things probably going in play too, but I mean, in this case, this definitely had him written all over it. It's definitely him. And it bailed her out too. Okay, I'm just gonna theorize here. Like, if I don't just say straight up this is AYANOKOJI by himself, and everything aims to that, but I want to think that they can't just play that card every time, and there might be more, because there's got to be significance to him racing with her brother. I wonder if there's some interaction we didn't see or something that maybe her brother like helped in some way there, possibly. I don't know why, but that could be a possibility. I also think Class A in some way, but I that's more of just like, I don't throwing things out there, not much like there's nothing that's telling me that. There's no evidence. And then the big one is AYANOKOJI planning this. No, I mean, we obviously saw from them showing us, like, we know what he thinks. We know that he knew who the traitor was. So what? And it seems like for a while, and he's already been planning everything. I've said this from the beginning, like for a while now, that he was using her as well, like, and getting her to, in that case, like Pseudo, to help her. So he can, so she can use him and rein him in. So he can use her, and he's really put her in a path to be beneficial for the class. So who's pulling the strings? Obviously AYANOKOJI, but I'm wondering if there's another step that helped him get there. Anyway, seriously, thank you for watching. This episode I love that there's a lot to like break down on every episode, but there was a lot of like info that I found not worth pausing too much in certain parts, because it was kind of just giving us everything, especially that last one. So I was kind of waiting, but man, that was very worth it in the end. Like, that was such a nice payoff, and seeing like, I'm wondering the connection, and then it, gave us more questions about Ryuen and Kushida's, like how they know each other, is I theorized on the pause, so I won't go over that again, but like there's definitely some question there. But man, great show. Subscribe if you want to watch ahead, full reactions and all the exclusive shows I do. Definitely check out the Patreon. It is a big way to support this type of stuff. For me to do shows like this, I want to do more shows like this. I find it really enjoyable, but the big thing is for them to get watched so I can put them on YouTube, and like makes it easier for me to be able to like do shows like this if they get watched. Some just don't, unfortunately, and I appreciate you guys being so hard and like commenting and being big with this show. It really helps me be able to do something like this, so I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.